Do the numbers just speak for themselves, or is there some kind of other motive for the filing at this time, Joey?
No correlation at all, Mike. You kidding? I'm being sarcastic, obviously.
100 million each fight.
I would think close to $1 billion.
He probably is, but he spends like a mother. He probably has like a couple $100 million in jewelry.
Floyd writes on his Instagram, "Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, especially when it comes to the media and this."
Floyd Mayweather, who once claimed career earnings of over $1.2 billion, is now reportedly facing serious financial trouble, according to new reports from CNN. Despite showing off luxury jets, mansions, and million-dollar watches, sources say his heavy spending, unsuccessful business ventures, and growing legal bills have created major problems. The boxing star is said to be quietly selling assets to pay debts, while some reports suggest he may even face bankruptcy.
Everything ends up this way. Well, everything does end up this way because people are surrounded by other people who make 10%, 20%, 5% on what the other guy brings home. So people are incentivized to push people to keep scaling and keep going and all eat when you eat. But I think it's very important for people to stand up and say, you know what? I don't think this thing needs to be that big. I don't think the valuation needs to get here.
Floyd Mayweather once stood at the top of sports wealth, reportedly earning over $1.2 billion through fights, endorsements, and appearances. But the money didn't last. Instead of careful investments or saving for the future, he spent as if his fortune would never run out. Daily life for Mayweather was defined by extravagant purchases, from gold-plated jets to entire collections of supercars. His drive to be seen as the richest and flashiest athlete overshadowed any financial discipline, and the same habits that earned him the nickname Money have now brought him to the edge of financial collapse.
He's up there, bro. He's probably got to be at least 400 million. I mean, some of the purses from his fights are like 100 million each fight.
I would think close to $1 billion.
He probably is, but he spends like a. He probably has like a couple $100 million in jewelry. Have you seen like videos of his jewelry?
Yeah, some crazy. Let me see. Let me see what his net worth is. Mayweather net worth.
Them Googles be lying though, huh?
They be lying? You think?
I think so. It's probably not accurate. I mean,
let's see what they say. Exactly what you said. It says an estimated $450 million.
Yeah.
Richest boxer in the world. It's a lot of money.
Mayweather gained fame not only for his undefeated record, but also for the enormous paydays from his fights. His match with Manny Pacquiao reportedly earned him over $250 million, and his exhibition against Conor McGregor brought in similar amounts. He was often called the highest-paid athlete in the world. Instead of using this money to build long-term wealth, Mayweather spent it lavishly, throwing massive parties, flying his entourage on private jets, and going on million-dollar gambling sprees became part of his everyday life.
Floyd Mayweather, the highest paid athlete, not the highest paid boxer, the highest paid athlete in the world. I had the opportunity and pleasure to be around him for many years. I was his personal shopper. I was a personal friend of his family. One of my greatest memories of being just lucky enough to even be around that environment was watching him train. Watching Floyd Mayweather train is a masterclass in discipline. It is a masterclass in work ethic. It is a masterclass in this is how you execute and get stuff done. Every rep, he hits it hard. There's not one lazy rep. He does everything at such a high frequency, so elevated. I'm like, goodness gracious, watching this man train, it's like, that's how I want to train for life. I've been to the club with Floyd where we leave in the club 3, 4 in the morning and he's still going to hit his 6 miles. He'll have all the cars follow him and he's running down the Las Vegas Strip, down back streets.
Floyd Mayweather's financial problems go beyond reckless spending. His name has appeared in several legal issues connected to questionable business deals. In 2022, he was involved in a class action lawsuit over a cryptocurrency project that many called a pump and dump scheme. Although the case was dismissed, it showed his tendency to join hype-driven ventures without proper oversight. In 2024, things escalated when he faced another lawsuit for allegedly instructing his bodyguard to attack a man, with the victim seeking over $3 million in damages. These legal battles reveal a risky and often careless pattern in Floyd's financial choices.
How do you explain all that? How did that happen in your life?
Well, things happen. I had 3 children with a young lady. We wasn't seeing eye to eye. We wasn't seeing eye to eye. You know, she was a little upset, had a little alcohol in her system. She was a little edgy, and I told her, you know, basically I needed the keys to my truck. She was upset. She didn't want me to take the keys to the truck. So things got out of hand and blown out of, you know, they blow things up bigger than what things are really made out to be. So things happen.
But nevertheless, you had to do 2 months, right?
Yeah, I did 2 months for a misdemeanor, yes.
So what is it like have everything and then not have freedom?
That's what I come to find out. Freedom is very important. Freedom is very, very important. And I'm just, you know, I'm happy to be free. I'm happy to be back, you know, in my children's life.
Joe Rogan, known for speaking his mind, openly criticized Floyd Mayweather for his apparent disregard for taxes. Rogan warned that no matter how much money someone has, failing to pay taxes can lead to serious trouble with the IRS. And he has a point, as many wealthy people have fallen for the same reason. He suggested that Floyd's flashy lifestyle could be masking serious financial instability. The approach Floyd seems to be taking isn't new, but it comes with big risks.
To the IRS, how much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this, he makes so much money, there's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats. You can sell those.
Mike Tyson famously made hundreds of millions during his boxing career, but eventually declared bankruptcy after years of reckless spending, owning tigers, mansions, and even a gold bathtub. Floyd Mayweather now appears to be following a similar path. Like Tyson, he shows off expensive cars, jewelry, and homes, but behind the scenes, his financial situation seems far from stable.
It's your main man, Made Man, back at it again, and y'all know how I get down over here. We talking boxing. Now, I am fresh off watching episode 1 of the All Access of the upcoming fight between Floyd Money Mayweather and Marcos Maidana. Now, a lot of people may have gotten a lot of things from watching that episode. You know, it was real flamboyant. We seen Floyd Mayweather tossing his money around as always, talking about the Miss Jackson situation. We seen Marcos Maidana looking focused, more so focused on his baby and everything. So those are a lot of the minor takeaways. But my major takeaway from this whole thing, ladies and gentlemen, is I was quickly hit with a emotion of nostalgia, you know what I mean? Because seeing Floyd Mayweather with all this money and cars and clothes and hoes and yada yada yada, it just kind of reminded me. There was a small segment in that episode that stated that a lot of fighters believe in their immortality, you know what I mean? We've seen this before. So the question I ask, we have seen this movie before. Boxers traditionally going broke. You know, they start off well, so flamboyant with all this money and all these cars, and they have businesses they invest in. They're something special, you know, at least in their minds they are. And then after either retirement or near retirement or after the fight game has left them, traditionally boxers go broke, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not saying this is going to happen to Floyd Mayweather, but I swear on everything, man, I hope it doesn't happen to Floyd Mayweather, because Floyd Mayweather is going to go down in the halls of history, ladies and gentlemen, as possibly top 3 to top 5 to top 10 of all-time greats. I mean, depending on how you view Floyd Money Mayweather. But however, he is definitely the #1 boxer of my era, ladies and gentlemen, of my time on this earth of watching this sport of boxing. No one has the skill set of Floyd Money Mayweather. Carve it up, chop it up how you like. Get on the debate about his opponents, all this other crap. We can have that for another video. But this man is going to go down in history as an all-time great without a doubt. And I understand the argument for those who may even present the argument that he's the #1 greatest of all time. I see valid points in that argument. I don't agree with that, but I see valid points in that argument. This is a great boxer. We are going to miss Floyd Money Mayweather when he leaves the sport, ladies and gentlemen. But the fact remains.
Ironically, Floyd Mayweather has often talked about financial strategy, even mentioning a buy low, sell high approach for his real estate deals. Yet his spending habits often contradict these claims. While no one doubts his brilliance in the ring, his defensive skills, timing, and fight IQ made him one of boxing's all-time greats, retiring undefeated. Athletic talent doesn't always mean financial savvy. His focus and discipline in boxing sharply contrast with his impulsive decisions outside the ring.
People hate consistency when it comes to teams that you don't like and not a fan of, and they constantly win all the time. The Patriots went through the same thing. Small example, I'm gonna just take boxing for instance.
Right.
Floyd.
Yes.
Everybody loved when Floyd was winning early in his career.
Yes.
But when he kept winning,
yes,
he became the villain.
Yes.
And then everybody paying in and tuning in to see him lose.
Right.
That's it. Yes. He became the villain.
Even Floyd's uncle, Jeff Mayweather, has openly questioned his financial choices. In an interview, Jeff admitted he struggles to understand Floyd's unpredictable behavior, particularly his messy approach to investments. Floyd seems to jump into business deals without a clear plan, motivated more by ego than reason. His huge real estate claims have raised concern among experts who know how risky those markets can be.
I did. I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily see Floyd very much, so we don't really get a chance to talk very much, and so I don't really know what's going on. I know he's doing things that, you know, to better his life, like, you know, buying homes and buying, you know, different things. And so, I mean, I don't know exactly what he's doing. So, I mean, I haven't seen him in quite some time. And I haven't heard about him talking about doing any more exhibitions. Maybe he will, maybe he won't, I don't know. But I haven't heard anything.
I know that KSI's team would be happy to make their fight with him.
Floyd Mayweather's issues with the IRS are a major warning sign. Reports say federal authorities previously told him to sell properties and pay his taxes, but he ignored the advice, risking serious financial trouble. When the IRS starts seizing assets, it shows severe mismanagement, and Floyd's refusal to address his tax debt proactively has only made the situation worse.
I'm at least back reporting. You guys all seen the headline saying Mayweather needs money, Mayweather has problems, Mayweather needs Conor McGregor. Well, the truth couldn't be further. Let me tell you, Floyd Mayweather just posted this on his Instagram, and I know it's true because anyone who was around Floyd Mayweather back after the Pacquiao fight in 2015 saw Mayweather with the $26 million paycheck for the IRS. And this is what Floyd writes on his Instagram. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, especially when it comes to the media in this country. While everyone is counting my money and assuming the worst, these are the facts. Uncle Sam received $26 million from me in 2015. What else could they possibly want? I'm sure I would have been notified much sooner if there were any real discrepancies, right? Bottom line, everybody just wants to be part of the Money May show, including the IRS. That's fine. You can crunch numbers all day, but in the end, my empire is rock solid and intact. Now calculate that. Hashtag TMT, hashtag Floyd Mayweather, hashtag TBE.
Eventually, Floyd Mayweather responded to the tax rumors, saying he had paid $26 million to the IRS. But rather than clearing up doubts, the announcement raised more questions. Was that the full amount he owed? Was it too late? The timing made it seem less about being transparent and more about controlling the narrative. Some critics say the payment was mainly a PR move to quiet the growing speculation.
Showing on Instagram $26 million, a payment he made to the IRS. By the way, nothing makes your tax payment look shadier than when you're just holding up cash.
Right.
That's not a good look for the IRS. But he showed his actual, $26 million.
Just pay him. Like, I don't know why, like, he's mad at the media. It's like, oh, you guys are making things up. No, it's leaked that you asked to pay after this fight. Like, you make all this money. If I was Mayweather, not only would I pay them on time, the IRS, I'd tip them. I'd be like, hey, here's what I owe you. Here's a little bit. Get your woman something nice, all right? How was Christmas for your kids? Oh, you're Jewish? Convert just for this Christmas.
Despite facing multiple lawsuits and financial warnings, Floyd Mayweather recently said he invested $42 million in real estate, buying 62 buildings in Manhattan entirely with his own money. He emphasized that no outside partners were involved, but many critics question whether the claim is accurate, considering the timing and size of the deal, especially alongside his other financial problems. The purchase seems highly exaggerated.
$2 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, "Growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm the transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion."
Instead of reassuring anyone, the claim has only fueled more doubt. If true, it shows reckless overextension. Floyd Mayweather's obsession with luxury may be his biggest weakness. Every expensive car, designer watch, and gold chain adds to a lifestyle he can no longer sustain. Insiders say he spends more than he earns month after month, and the numbers simply don't add up. With massive taxes attached to these purchases, the problem only grows worse.
Mayweather is about to pay $2 billion to purchase a sports team and may never have to pay taxes again. The tax code offers these super wealthy so many methods to erase their income through deductions, and none is better than purchasing a sports team. Buying a sports team is like buying a unicorn real estate property. The value is always going to go up, the owner is going to make money, but on their tax return, they're going to use a strategy to report that they're losing money. See, the owner is actually allowed to write off the entire cost of the sports team against future income. This will allow Floyd to pay less in taxes. It's called amortization, which is very similar to depreciation. But if Floyd ever decides to sell the team, then the taxes will be owed. Who cares then? Because the taxes he was supposed to pay during those years, he's going to take that money, reinvest it for personal profit. See you, Floyd. Hit your boy up if you need help with taxes. My name is Duke, and I make taxes very easy to understand. Give me a follow to stay educated.
Nothing shows Floyd Mayweather's love for showmanship more than his recent trip to Mexico in an armored tank. While most people travel by luxury SUV or private jet, Floyd chose something completely over the top. The move was clearly about drawing attention rather than practicality. While it may have created viral moments, it also highlights a man who seems completely out of touch with financial reality.
Floyd Mayweather, like...
Well, I didn't say kidnap, but you know, you got your passport taken. You can't come and leave when you want to go, but he ain't in jail, so
okay.
He's out in a 6-star hotel being Floyd, so I guess it ain't that bad, but we'll see. We're going to watch and see like everybody else.
That's crazy. I mean, when you think of Money Mayweather, you thinking like Floyd may have like $1 billion or something.
He did. He made $1 billion plus. Floyd made a lot of money. And I don't really know Floyd's business, so I'm not going to speak on Floyd's business, but Floyd's very, very, as the world knows, he's money made, very flashy. Look, man, you know, we both made some real money, but you know, you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
Shit, he probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes.
I
we
see what you're
say we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved
that's
up.
A fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but you know, me and you, we real. We never count nobody's paper. So
not at all.
I hope he got $10 billion. And I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out. Like whatever the tab is, you know, he should be able to wire that.
I think he could do that with no problem. I think he got all the money in the world. I think they may not want it.
Floyd Mayweather's watch collection, set to be worth millions, is another sign of his obsession with showing off wealth. Social media is full of posts featuring rows of diamond-covered timepieces, each more extravagant than the last. While fans may admire the luxury, financial experts see it as wasteful. Since these watches don't gain value, they lose at the moment they're purchased.
I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. Right here, I got 3 cases. And they're all full with watches. So when I travel, I like to take, you know, if I'm going for 45 days, I like to take 45 watches with me. I like to have options. So everybody's always asking me, what's your favorite watch? Well, one of my favorite watch brands is & Co. As you can see right here, I got this a few months back, and it's one of my favorite watches. One of the best brands in the world. That's just my personal opinion. I like the brand so much, I went and bought another watch just yesterday, & Co. As you can see, & Co. Now, let's talk about watches, let's talk about jewelry, let's talk about a few things. I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. So we'll set this to the side. Now, we want to give the people an appetizer or something light. So we give you 2 appetizers, then we give you a main course, just a few watches that I got while I travel. So check this out. We're gonna go here first. And of course the company is & Co. Crazy company. Now I need you guys to come closer and check this out. So let me come to you guys.
When it comes to business, Floyd Mayweather's reputation is as questionable as his spending habits. He has often prioritized profit over principle, getting involved in ventures full of controversy, from risky crypto projects to failed promotions. His business record is full of impulsive decisions. Building lasting wealth requires planning, ethics, and structure, qualities Floyd hasn't consistently shown. As doubts rise about his ability to handle money, so do fears that his empire could collapse. If he doesn't change his approach soon, he may be remembered not just as a great boxer, but as a billionaire who lost it all.
Yeah. I think it was like a $5 or $8 million 5-fight deal or something like that. I have to check the numbers, but he turned that down to start his own promotion. And when he was with HBO, he worked out that deal to do the 24/7, where you can see the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That was right around the time when reality TV was getting big.
Yeah.
So you didn't have social media then. People began to build and know Floyd off of the 24/7.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, my wife even became a boxing fan from watching the 24/7s.
Yeah.
So the timing of him becoming his own boss, which you're gonna make the
That's all for today's video. Be sure to stay tuned for more updates.